So you're going to have a lesson in food chemistry, and we can visit you.
Yes.
And we can also take some video recordings.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you're working with where are we in food chemistry? Are you in the end of the book or in the beginning?
Me teeme täna valku vedelikus.
Protein in liquid.
Jah. Et päris lõpus oleme avastusel.
No?
No, protein is one of the last themes in.
Yeah. The school is in the end now, isn't it? What time do you finish school?
This week is over last week.
Oh, then they have a vacation. For a long time you have a...
Yeah, 3 months. Wow.
3 months.
No children. No teacher too much.
Too much? No, too much.
I think so.
There is discussion maybe to change the summer vacation and
yes,
short term, maybe do maybe some other.
Can the May the
can go outside.
Yes.
For me. But in Estonia, I don't know what they do.
Now, one of our aims is really to develop a teacher type together and to take account what they have used and what they want to suggest to change. And if we also have the 3rd grade, that we have to count to different levels.
So you will write some sort of guidelines, but you will talk to those teachers that are experienced.
I don't think that it all we will do together.
Yes, it's even better.
Because it's important that teachers who have already done it. And if we use teacher trainers, we also can only teach who have passed 2 times minimum this unit. And then after that we have to work together. And it is not possible that university people write books for science or law.
They must have connections to
yes, this is very important that teachers at that level, they very much understand their children.
You're quite right. They got this one from you?
Yes, for me, yes. I think it's better to do this. Mulle tundus, et see on paremini anda nagu kätte, seda ei olnud seal raamatus, aga mulle tundus, et see on...
No nad raamatus jah, kui võetakse seda, et nad peaks
ise
tegema, aga ma arvan, et see ei ole nii.
Jah, kuna see oli ka nagu see viimane tund ja meil oli 2 nädalat vahet, siis ma mõtlesin, et järsku unustanud natuke.
Ei, seda võib teha küll, aga mõte on selles, et kui nad oleks kõik järjest...
Siis oleks parem jah olla.
Kui nad on ühe teema teevad, siis nad ei ole harjunud sellega, nad peavad ise tegema.
Ise nad tegid küll. Nad tegid niimoodi, et kui meil oli juba seal poole peal, siis nad tegid ilusti ise tabelit. Kenasti tegid ise. Kõik tegid ise. Aga praegu jah...
Ei, see ei ole oluline see, et nad saaksid seda käegistegevust ja saaksid aru, mida nad teevad ja
mulle tundus, et täna oleks nagu see segadus tekkinud, et kui ma ei oleks teinud.
Ma arvan küll, et ei oleks see läbi olnud.
Jah.
3. klassiga tegime need töölehed ise. Nad läheb väga palju panustavad selle töölehe tegemisele ja me jõuab neid katseid teha. Seal ma tegin kõik.
See ongi praegu küsimus selles, et meie ühine ettekus peab olema sellis, kuidas seda läbi viia. Me otsime...
Aga see raamat on tegelikult väga hea, selles mõttes on väga hea niimoodi võtta, selles mõttes kõik niimoodi on kõik kenasti ära tehtud.
Meil on ainus probleem on see, et me oleme nüüd tõlkinud originaal mul siit täna kaasas. See on see, mis on meil praegu tehtud, aga Adan see originaal mulle ka. See on nüüd üks ühele tõlgitud ja on ta viroloogi poolt tõlgitud ja selle tõttu on siin vigu sees. Niikuinii enne, kui me hakkame seda eesti keeles lõplikult välja andma, siis võiks mõned pildid panna ja teha seda eesti päraseks.
seal oli see külastamata ja külastamata rasvhapet, seda ma leidsin selle reaga, muud ma ei leidnud, no otseselt mina ei leidnud.
siin võiks esimeses tunnis oli üsna palju vigu.
Noh, selles mõttes, aga muud ma nagu selles mõttes nagu teoreetiliselt valesti ei leidnud, mis minule kohe silma oleks hakanud.
Noh, see oli esimene tund.
Seda vist ei olnudki, seal oli uuesti parandada, see parandati tegema sain.
Jah, see ma parandasin ära, aga tõlki järgi oli ikka täiesti hull, et inimese organism toodab elemente.
Ei, teil oli ära parandatud ja mul oli see parandatud.
No ju, see on võimatus näiteks. Me võime uusi ühendeid moodustada organismist, kas süsiniku või teiste baasil, aga mitte mingil juhul uusi elemente. See on füüsika.
16, but I did 13 maybe because about proteins, about I don't do because you have 12 in Sweden, yes, but in Estonia there was 16, but I did maybe 13 because I sometimes they was not here and they did many in home about proteins, about like on computer they I haven't any they take folders, but
So what you're saying is that there were 16, but you did 30, and the other 3 they made them 2, or
they did a 2.
Yes. Okay.
First there was about mis see pätlis nüüd on inglise keeles? Stark. The first lesson I did in lesson, but the others about proteins, about glucose, they did at home.
I think this is maybe 16 is American person, and we at the beginning we translated exactly as you did in Sweden, and then we will be tried school level, then we will change, and maybe in the future there is not more than 12 or 13 lessons, because there is some repeating the actions.
You sure I am quick, and I did quickly, but some teachers are not so quick, they need more time, yes.
And you can have pupils.
Yes. Maybe some teacher need more lessons, yes, I don't know.
Why are you so quick?
I don't know.
It's the last lesson.
But it's a 6th
No, I'm always
quick.
It's a 6th grade, I think it's...
In 6th grade they are smart.
Yes, it was a joke from my side. But may we ask you some questions now? Do you want us to talk here with all those people?
I don't know, you can ask.
Oh yeah, of course you're allowed to sit here.
I can answer.
You can answer. How many people are sitting there? Then if we start with some questions, what was the purpose of this lesson? What?
They must. Now in English it's so hard for me, but they. They must get it. Kes tahaks kõik teha?
Nad tegid erinevaid neid...
Ei no selles mõttes jäi.
Nüüd see on nagu viimane kontrolli.
No selles mõttes, et ikkagi, et saada selgeks või teadvustada, et toiduained, mingi konkreetne toiduaine sisaldab mingeid toitaineid ja ma saan seda ise proovida. Ja siis kontrollida, et on ka kuskil pakendil sama.
It was some sort of summary.
Summary is they have done differently all these...
Food, they must know that food contains some...
Yes.
These sugars and they must know, and they can test themselves, and then they can read and do some summary about testing and this package.
Yes, so you give them some sort of useful knowledge. They can use it in their daily life to read on different packages, something like that. So the concepts you wanted them to understand was starch and sugar and all those things.
Yes. They know. Now they know that we eat food, but it contains.
Do you think is this method you use now, inquiry-based or whatever we call it? Is it a good method? Can you use it in every subject? But first, the first question: is it a good method?
Yes, it is good.
In science?
Yes, it is.
Do you use it every lesson in science?
Not in every lessons, but in half lessons, yes. It's.
If you don't do it, what are you doing when you're not working in inquiry?
Theoretical materials, I can, but if it's possible, I do science method. If it's possible, I choose such kind of methods.
But do you need materials to work inquiry-based? Do you understand my question? Do you have to do experiments, or can you use the method?
I need materials.
But can you have the same attack, the same method without materials?
No, it's impossible without materials.
And also teacher guide
Surprised you during this lesson? When you work with the children, did they show how the knowledge is, or did anything happen that you hadn't thought about, or was it straight on?
I think they enjoy lessons and they want to be in these lessons. Not surprising, but more than I give read and some do. They enjoy what they do.
Okay. But that didn't surprise you?
A little bit, yes, this because...
Was it because we were sitting there with the camera and all this?
No, he did film...
He is always running school, yes.
It's interesting if we have such a lesson hands-on inquiry, that pupils are very much involved in this doings, and
so they forgot to...
They are not looking around, but if we go to ordinary lesson, they sometimes are worried a little bit. Something why they are coming here, but now they are very much involved in their lesson work.
But the children, you meet them in other lessons too, they like school?
I think
they're not bored about school? You dare not say that because
She told that line. I hope sister.
I never. They like school, but if it in school is interesting, they enjoy more. They want to go outside. They want more such practical work. They ask for me. Yes. Can we go outside? Can we do something different? Yes.
But you have
they learn much more. If they
yes.
But you have all the science subjects. You have biology, chemistry, physics.
Yes. I'm in Estonia. I'm science teacher for basic school.
Basic up to
to ninth
Grade.
grade. Ninth.
Okay.
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 He did for younger people,
Yeah.
but I was here. And in university I was old, 30, 10 years ago or 5 years ago I was in university. I learned more.
So you went to university to study?
Three times. University.
3 times?
Yes.
3 times you went to learn more and more?
More and more, yes,
Okay.
yes.
And there you learned about
And Sweden I was.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Do you, if you compare the Swedish teacher guide or teacher guide and your, have you some? It's useful.
Yes, it was useful because it is so practical, and I like practical courses. In Estonian I choose practical courses, only practical courses. I never now go to these theoretical courses because I was in university, but now I choose only practical. Biology practical, and in chemistry practical, only practical. And in Sweden it was practical course for me, yes.
So after that,
Speech therapist and this for special schools
Special
teacher,
needs
teacher is my first education, and second is science teacher.
so then you studied the science subject?
Yes.
Okay.
I like science, and
Cool.
then I learn more.
So
And I know that practical work is better than theoretical for each,
Each
and for me too. Yes, only for
all. It's we built some methods. In the first grade, they have only Swedish. They not learn
only
speech. Right on Swedish, but on the mother language. First, in learning write and read, and progression was your higher grade, more on Swedish and less on mother language. And in the grade 7, they built a class with half of class of Swedish children, half from and they was too active to speaking children.
Yes.
After
Yes.
it was very good.
But
We was both teacher from Yugoslavia and from Sweden.
this is a problem in US also, and what was interesting in Estonian, they tried to mix Russian children and Russian speaking, not only Russian, Russian speaking and Estonian, and they thought that Russian speaking tried to speak in Estonian. Estonian children started to speak in Russian.
Yes, but what was purpose was that Yugoslavian children learn mother language. They, in your case, is different. Russian children must learn Estonian language.
No,
It is
also Russian.
Yeah, also Russian, but if they only can Russian, it's not possible to them to live here like Estonian citizens.
So it's very interesting because in several regions, especially in town Narva, there is 95 or 90% Russians, and they are explaining that we can't speak Estonian.
Use such kind of methods.
Yes, but
two groups, I think.
Yes, and they do it wherever they are educated in science or not. Or what I mean is, does everyone working with inquiry-based science education, do they have a science background? Have they studied?
Background. I don't know if they do it in the 1 to 4, 5 grade. Not necessary. They educated for all subjects, and there is science too.
Including science. So when they
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know. I prepare.
But I think
we have some sites on the internet with institutions.
It's only there is one
okay.
step.
So you can
we can change. Yes.
Okay. When do you? In which way do you notice that the children have learned something? You have tests, of course. You have tests, but
you see. The answers was.
I think we could.
I check this their folders 2 times. Checks folders, and when I ask questions, they can answer for me.
But can you notice it when you are talking to them? During this lesson you went around and everyone had to
all
say
times
something?
yes, every lesson they can. Some of them are more active and more passive pupils, but I don't know if he is passive, she is passive. I don't know.
But you can't look into that.
I check his folders.
And how long time the teacher, what kind of different words, how the students discuss. We can look upon it in many different ways.
Yes,
if you want to. So we can send you our films, and we can compare them, and we also hopefully will go to Denmark and get some films there in the autumn, and then we have 3 countries that we can look on a lesson and see what do we see, in which way are the teacher working? Are they working in the same way? Are they thinking the same? Are they talking in the same way? Can we learn from each other?
The teachers are not always very similar in his teaching way, but I have been in several lessons in this teacher, but we have discussed about that it is also possible to use this unit in 3rd grade. But in this case, teacher have to change something. And these 2 teachers who have started in 3rd grade, one was in university, teaching also in university level, hands-on inquiry. And we pass minimum 2 teams comparing and measuring and food chemistry. And this also it helps them, and they already understand what is hands-on inquiry, hands-on, minds-on. And this, and our future collaboration might be that we can also take maybe some other theme, unit, maybe on the maybe 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, or try to do something in the 7th, 6th or 8th grade, if you have something at that level.
Yes, of course, we can do that.
And we have to choose what.
But we of course we can start with those food chemistry.
Yes, of course.
And see if we can get some ideas. We have used. Have you heard about Mortimer Scott? Mortimer and Scott. Scott, he died, he was in Norway, he was a professor there. Mortimer, he was from Brazil. We take it on the bus, yes.
If before leaving, I think there is no clue, we can take something from the...
Here.
Yes. Because because we have maybe it start very